guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be doing a review for you on a new foundation that I have been trying out lately, and as the title says, it's obviously the Lancome Teint Miracle Foundation. You guys might have remembered me saying on my blog or recently in videos that I've been on the hunt for the ever-elusive Holy Grail foundation. I thought I had found it in the NARS Sheer Glow, but then really I know every winter, it works great for me in summer and spring, but in the winter, my skin just gets way too dry and parched to handle it, and all the dry flakes start showing up, and then I'm always on the hunt for a new foundation every winter again, so it's definitely not a Holy Grail status. For me, a Holy Grail foundation has to have good coverage. I like a medium buildable coverage. It has, so I don't need to use concealer, that's why I prefer that. It has to have good staying power. I do not like to touch up my makeup throughout the day whatsoever, so I like it to last at least 8 hours. 12 hours is a plus, but 8 hours is a requirement for me. It has to have reasonable oil control, and I don't like a matte look. I like it to be fairly dewy, but not dewy to the point of oily, just dewy to the point that my face has some dimension to it. So those 4 things, regardless of price, that's what I like in my foundation. So everyone told me, try Lancome Teint Miracle. So I went ahead and got a sample of it, and I'm still using my sample. It comes in this little pot like this. It retails for $44 Canadian. I'm not sure how much it is in the US, but I'm guessing it's like $40 or maybe $35. And it is amazing. I just love it. Okay, so here's a little picture of what the real foundation will look like when you get it. And then on the back, here are all the shades that you can get. So they have cool shades, they have warm shades, light shades, dark shades. I was maxed to this one here, which is called Bisque 6W. So if you're an NC40 in MAC, or you take a Barcelona or a Stromboli in the NARS Sheer Glow, or a 50 in the Chanel foundations, then Bisque 6W is great if you're ordering online. I found it a touch too dark for me, but luckily at home I have a lighter powder, so I just put that on, and you can see I'm wearing it today. The color looks like a really great color match. So that's the only fault that I can give this foundation, that I have heard other people have said the color range is not that great for them. It's either too pinky or too warm, or too light or too dark. So you might have to kind of play around with setting powders to make it work for you, like I have, just because I really like the foundation. So I do wish it came in a better variety of shades. I think the foundation that has the best color range for me still to date has been the NARS Sheer Glow. Anyway, so about this foundation. It's a liquid, obviously. This sample says it will last me 10 days. I've been having it for over 10 days now. This is what it looks like. Foundation in itself, as you can see, it's a pretty thin liquid. However, it's not as thin as something like Chanel Pro Lumiere or Vita Lumiere, which when you put it on your finger, it just runs completely down your finger and hands if you were to just hold your hand like this. It's not as thick as the NARS Sheer Glow though. So it does have very good movability, which I like in a foundation when it's going to be a little bit runnier and thinner, because that means it's easier to blend. NARS Sheer Glow, since it's a little bit thicker at times, it doesn't blend as well. It can be a little bit streaky and harder to blend. The Lancome Teint Miracle, I never find this. I find it effortless to blend. Like, it's super easy. Just put it on these fingers here, these 4. I rub them together. This is how I apply my foundation, with my fingers. Nothing revolutionary. And I just dot it all about my face, and then I just start rubbing it in, kind of like I'm rubbing lotion in. I mean, you know, and I just make sure it's blended everywhere. And it just takes me about a minute to have it all blended in. I think the heat activation on your fingers really warms it up nicely. Once it's on, the finish that it gives you, well, you can just see on my face. You can see it has very good coverage. So all my blemishes, I'm not wearing concealer, by the way, today, guys. So all my blemishes seem to be covered. You can see I have a blemish right here and right here, and I have like a mountain somewhere on my cheek here, but you can see it's just completely covered. It doesn't make it look bumpy. It doesn't cling to dry patches, which is great. I think this foundation, any skin can use it, but I think it's really great for those with normal or dry skin, just because it will not cling to your dry patches no matter how dry your skin is. I was very impressed. I put it on my night at 6. When I was going out for a night out. This was the first true road test I had of it. I went out to a bar with my friends, so you know there's sweating, you know there's some gyrating and dancing going on. And I came back, and still I had foundation on my face. My face still looked great. All the blemishes and imperfections I was telling you guys about they were all still covered. And that's very impressive for me, just because NARS Sheer Glow's good. It does have pretty good lasting power, but I would say this is better. By the time I came back like that with NARS Sheer Glow, it would probably be patchy and stuff. I didn't look too oily either. I wasn't looking too shiny. You can see right now, it isn't a matte finish, but it isn't a super dewy finish. It does have a glow to it, but it's not like you can like fry an egg on my forehead. It's so oily, you know what I mean? It's like a nice, subtle glow. So I think it would be great for those with more mature skins, as well as those with younger skins, and those who just don't want a completely heavy matte foundation. Perfect. So yeah, really the lasting power is where it was amazing for me. People are asking me, would I buy the full size? I'm definitely going to buy the full size. I don't know if this is my holy grail foundation yet, just because I'm always on the lookout for the next best thing, and I haven't had it long enough to say, but it didn't break me out. It's made up of a lot of water, so again, dry skins are going to love it. Oily skins, I don't have oily skin per se. I have a little bit of an oily T-zone. That's where I would really mainly get oily. And I would just say that this does need to be powdered for you if you have an oilier skin or if you have combination skin. Definitely powder it and you'll be fine. I really think, I powdered today with Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, but I really, really wholeheartedly think that if you powder this with something like MAC Studio Fix powder, if you're oily or if you're a combination, like just through the T-zone here, it would be flawless and perfect and last all day. Like, that would be like oil control like no other. So I think you'd be great with it. I really recommend that you guys try it. If you like a good coverage foundation, if you like something that's easy to blend, and if you like something that's long lasting and makes your skin look flawless, I think my skin looks pretty good right now and I'm wearing it, so you guys can be the judge, but I really recommend that you pick it up, and I'll definitely be using this for a while. The Lancome Teint Miracle is for the win. So there you have it, guys. That's my honest thoughts on the foundation. If I do change my thoughts on this in the next month or two after buying the full size and seeing how things go, I will definitely be filming an update, but as of now, these are just my thoughts on the foundation, and I really, really love it. I wanted to film this review because when I was searching for reviews on this foundation, there were no reviews that I found that talked about the things that I'm looking for in a foundation. So lasting power, blah, blah, blah. They were just very surface, like this looks great. And so I hope this gave you kind of a little bit more in-depth and something to think about. And, as for the makeup I'm wearing, I will have a tutorial on this makeup coming up in my next video, and I will see you guys very soon.